I'm an RV technician, and about a half of the people who either take my RV shopping course or do one-on-one consulting with me are first-time RV buyers. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 4 of the common mistakes that RV buyers make when they're buying their first rig. The first mistake that new RV buyers make is not renting an RV before they buy. There's 2 main benefits to renting. The first is to make sure you actually like RVing. I know that YouTubers can make it look glamorous, but there's some not fun parts. You really need to figure out if you actually like camping or if you just like the idea of it. The other benefit to renting is that it will help you to figure out the type of RV that you want. When you've never been camping before, you may not know exactly how you want to camp or what you'll enjoy as far as like your style of RVing. One of my clients said that he and his wife rented out 6 RVs in a row. Every year they would pick a different type of RV until they found something they really liked. And that's when they started shopping for that type of RV. The second mistake that newbies make is they don't have a real plan on how they're going to camp. The best RV for you is going to really depend on how you plan to use it. Form follows function. Are you going on short-term trips? Long-term trips? Full timing? Are you going to cold or warm weather climates? Are you camping off-grid, or are you always going to be plugged into the RV park? Are you going to be planning short trips, or are you going to be like 8-10 hours at a stretch going cross-country? These are kinds of questions I ask my clients because the type of RV that's best for you is going to change based on how you answer these questions. Mistake number 3 is newbies often forget to, or they don't know, how to calculate all the hidden costs of RVing. Dealers love to get you in the door and get you excited about a low monthly payment, $153 a month, like for the vacation of your dreams. It's like, well, it's going to be more than that. RVs have to be stored somewhere. And if you don't have a place on your property to store it, or a friend with a farm or something, you're likely going to be paying every month for storage, and that can get expensive. Now you need insurance on the RV, and then you actually have to use the RV, which means driving somewhere, which means the cost of fuel, cost of campgrounds, and then cost of maintenance and repairs. You know, I did have a client who bought my RV shopping course who left a glowing review about it, saying that in the process of really digging into what kind of RV was going to best suit them, they realized that they weren't going to go camping enough to really justify all of the costs of ownership. And her decision, and her husband's, was to buy not an RV. I own an RV. The hidden costs are worth it for my situation. But everybody's situation is different, so you want to keep that in mind and figure out what you're hoping to get out of the experience. And this brings me to the 4th and final mistake that many new RV buyers make, which is trusting the dealership's PDI, pre-delivery inspection, rather than getting a third-party independent inspection. Now, I have a whole playlist of dirty secrets of the RV industry, which I'm going to link at the end of the video, but here's one of them. One of my commenters on YouTube said that PDI stands for probably didn't inspect, and there's some truth to that, unfortunately. The first level of certification that you get as an RV technician is doing inspections. That means you're the least experienced of all the technicians, which kind of makes sense. They've got the more experienced techs usually fixing more complicated problems. But it's actually a lot of technical things that you need to know and check and do correctly for a pre-delivery inspection. And I can't tell you how many clients tell me like, oh, I got my new RV and then the shower drain was leaking. Well, the only way it would be leaking after a pre-delivery inspection is if they didn't actually flood test the drain system like they should have. Not only do you have the least qualified person doing the inspection, but there's an incentive structure that makes it so they want to get it done as fast as possible, not as thorough as possible. This is why I recommend declining the dealership's pre-delivery inspection, which can be $1,000, like easy, and hiring a third-party inspector to look at your RV. The sad thing is some dealers have caught on to this, and they're actually starting to blacklist some inspectors. Like, folks, if an inspector is blacklisted by a dealership, that's probably the one you want to hire. Click here to watch my video of dirty secrets of the RV industry, or click here to watch more of my undercover RV reviews.